Granny Ripper. Mysterious tale of Russia's cannibal murderer Tamara Samsonova, who used to dismember her victims. Grannies are the sweetest people of all. They are so full of life despite their age that you can't resist their charms. But what if someone falls prey to such a charm and it costs them their life? Today's case is about one such innocent-looking granny whose smile can never give you a hint of her brutal nature. Welcome to AF Crime, the channel that brings you fascinating crimes all around the world. If you're interested in this kind of content, this channel is for you. Make sure to like this video, click on the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell to keep you updated on our recent uploads. Now, let's get right into the video and investigate more about the case of the cannibal granny who kept on murdering people because of her anger issues and never regretted it a bit. It was July 2015. 79-year-old Valentina Nikolaevna Ulanova stepped into the kitchen and found Tamara furiously standing there. Valentina saw the unwashed mugs present in the sink and understood why Tamara was doing this drama. They had been doing that for the past few weeks now. Their roles on daily duties were much more frequent these days. Valentina was tired by now and she wanted her out of her house. Valentina was living in this apartment on Dimitrov Street for the past few years and had quite a reputation in the neighborhood. She had taken a widowed woman named Tamara Samsonova into her house because one of their mutual friends requested her to take care of the 65-year-old Tamara. Their friend told her that Tamara's house was being renovated after the death of her husband, Alexei Samsonova. So Valentina decided to take her in, part as a goodwill gesture and partly because she was alone and she needed some company. However, over the past few months, she saw that Tamara's attitude was very aggressive towards her and she became hostile over little things. So today she clearly told her that Tamara needed to leave the house because she didn't want any more rows over trivial things. However, Tamara refused and left the house in anger. Hostile situation prevailed in the house for another 2 days, when on the 23rd of July, Tamara decided to leave the house, but she wanted to make her farewell a memorable one. It was strange for Valentina too, but she hoped that maybe now Tamara was back in her senses. Tamara traveled to Pushkin that morning by bus. Over there, she went to a pharmacy and told the pharmacist that she immediately needed to have phenazepam. The pharmacist was initially suspicious because it was a prescription drug. Now, if you don't know what a prescription drug is, then I must tell you that some drugs are very potent to be sold as over-the-counter medicines. These are only prescribed by physicians when you are going through grave illnesses. Since phenazepam is a very potent drug that is used in the treatment of epilepsy or intense insomnia, it is usually recommended after a consultation from a physician. Tamara told the pharmacist that she was going through insomnia for a long time, and due to her age, she couldn't travel daily, so she needed the medicine in huge quantities. Seeing her age and ailment, the pharmacist eventually gave her the medicine. While returning to Valentina's place, Tamara bought her housemate's favorite Olivier salad and put all the phenazepam in it. Upon entering the house, she found Valentina waiting for her, who had no clue what Tamara was up to. Tamara told her about her day's journey and then gave her the salad. At night, when she entered the kitchen, she found Valentina's lifeless body lying there. This was her plan all along, and now it was time to finish up with the mess. So she took out some kitchen knives along with a saw and started dismembering her housemate's body slowly. She started dismembering each of the body parts and left the head in the house. After dismembering the arms and legs, she had to throw those parts somewhere, so she chose a nearby pond. As there were so many parts, she continued returning to the house throughout the night and took the parts in small bags along with her out of the house. On the 26th of July, Valentina's dismembered body was found, which was brutally wrapped in a shower curtain. It was found by a local resident who became curious to see the package lying over there. Soon, he informed the cops about the package and its belongings. By 27th of July, the police were able to trace out the identity of the deceased as the locals identified Valentina, right after finding out about her residence. They were quick to reach Valentina's apartment. As they arrived, they found that the door was locked from the inside, which meant that someone was living inside Valentina's house. So they knocked at the door. Tamara opened the door and was inquired about the disappearance of her housemate. Initially, she feigned ignorance, stating that she had no idea where Valentina was. As the cops started investigating the place, they found blood traces in the bathroom, alongside the form shower curtain which was used to dismember Valentina's body. Some accounts suggest that the cops also recovered part of Valentina's head from the kitchen as well. It was absolute that Tamara was the culprit behind this, so Tamara was arrested right there. Right after the arrest was made, Tamara was brought to the Frunz District Court of St. Petersburg on 29th of July. Seeing her age, she was referred to a psychiatric examination, and on 26th of November, it was revealed that she suffered from schizophrenia and was aggressive. So, it was decided that keeping her in an open prison would be a threat to all. So she was imprisoned in a specialized psychiatric institution in Kazan in December 2015. The real mystery started unraveling itself after her imprisonment, when her diary was recovered from Valentina's house. The details of the diary shocked the investigating team because it was revealed that Valentina wasn't the first person who was murdered by Tamara. There were almost 12 other persons who were killed by her in the past, including her husband. The diary further added the details of every murder that she had done in the past, including Valentina. She made a particular entry about the murder of one of her tenants. The entry states, "I killed my tenant Volodya, cut him into pieces in the bathroom with a knife, put the pieces of his body in plastic bags, and threw them away in different parts of Fruzensky district." Of course, these details would shock anyone, but it was just the beginning of what the investigation team was going to find. She also listed the grim details about the murder of her husband Alexei, whom she had cut into different pieces and then disposed of. One particular piece of evidence was recovering a watch of a man who disappeared years ago. It seemed that Baba Yaga kept the possessions of those whom she used to murder. Well, Tamara was called Baba Yaga because of the way she committed those murders. Baba Yaga is a mysterious yet supernatural character of Russian folklore who is described as a witch or a demon woman. She attacks and murders her victims ruthlessly. Because Tamara used to act nice until she gave her victims a dead end, she is still known by this name. The tale of her crimes become more gruesome when it was suspected that she might have eaten her victims, as she reveals in one of her diary entries, that "I have found a particular fondness for eating the lungs." In fact, suspicions are also raised about her keeping Valentina's head, as it points out that she was eventually trying to eat her. Interestingly, this is supported by the fact that she sought inspiration from Andrei Chikatilo, who was a popular Russian serial killer. Tamara's neighbors suggest that she was always interested in the butcher of Rostov and his ways of killing. Probably, it's not a coincidence that even Tamara killed 12 people, which is the murder rampage of Andrei. From her belongings, the police also recovered several books on witchcraft and astrology alongside black magic. So it's hard to suggest whether she was doing all of this due to her emotional state, or was she actually part of some cult of witchcraft. However, one very strange thing happened. When the cops arrived to arrest her, right when she was arrested, she became very content and said that she knew they would come for her, but they had come a bit late. It's such a disgrace for her that everyone in the city will know about it. According to those who were present at the site during her arrest, she didn't display any ounce of emotion on her face while she was being taken to the police van. Baba Yaga, aka Tamara, keeps on living in prison because the investigations concerning the murders are still in progress. But the big question is, what made a woman do all of that? At this, the authorities were very unsuccessful to get many details about her past and her parents. However, at her workplace, where she kept on working for 16 years, she was described as a sweet woman who used to keep her affairs to herself. Not many know about the truth behind her nature, yet her cannibalism and murders make us believe that sometimes the face we wear in front of others turns out not just deceptive, but dark and disastrous. Well, that's all from this case. What do you think about this case? Tell us in the comments. Also, if you feel that this case was an intriguing one, like this video and share it with all your friends. Also, subscribe to our AF Crime channel for finding more shocking tales around the world. And if you have any criminal case that you'd like me to investigate, share it in the comment section below.